Welcome to my empire.
So, all right, you got to tell us, where are you tuning in from? Are you in France or where are you?
Yeah, I'm close to Paris right now.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, what's happening over there?
Well, nothing too crazy, since COVID and stuff, but we are starting to have shows back here. So that's the good news.
Yeah, I saw them announce Tomorrowland's lineup today. We got Perukaville's coming in hot over there. What else?
I personally have a bunch of shows in France and in a few cities in Europe. I'm playing in Budapest the 26th of this month. So that's pretty dope.
Wow.
I haven't played in like, I don't know, like the last show I've played was, I think in November last year, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, I didn't play for like 1 year and a half, almost 2 years.
Wow.
So I basically play one show in 2 years. So I'm like so excited to play now.
Yeah, get back behind the decks. Have you been like practicing or anything, or are you good to go?
Yeah, I bought decks because I was like so frustrated to not being able to play anything. So I bought decks and I'm like having fun at home. And at the same time I can train and stuff like that. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I remember it was like around the end of last year, I would see you and Samplifier and like all the guys like get together and like go on like a little retreat or something and just like take over the decks. Do you guys get it?
Fun.
Do you guys hang out a lot out there?
I mean, we are starting to do so, but I feel like our friend circle, if I can call this like that, was pretty close until like COVID, because because of internet, Discord and all that stuff, we met a lot of people and we linked up with a lot of other producers and friends that we didn't know before. And yeah, we are starting to organize, parties and stuff like that. So, but before that, we were kind of close with our longtime friends, and I don't know. Well, actually, it's not even being close to our friends. Just we didn't know that other people existed in France. We just didn't. we were not aware that there was like other like talented producers out there. Yeah.
Who are all the French dubstep producers that you know besides you and Sammy?
I mean, there's my longtime friends, Craze and Graphite, of course. There's if you want me to talk about like the newcomers, there's like Dr. Ushu, Bizo, with who I've collabed on my last EP. Azabeam, another friend, Hammerhead, Sharks. There's so many.
Yeah. Sharks is in France.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a French guy.
Okay.
And what about Nasco? Is he out in France or where is he?
No, I think he's from Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure he's from Germany.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of European artists out there, very talented. We need to get you out here to the States.
Yeah, I would love to. It's like my longtime dream. It's like not even my dream, it's like my, goal as well as an artist. Just, being able to play my music to the US. It's something I really want to do.
What would you say are like the hotbeds in Europe for dubstep and bass music right now?
I think France is, maybe I'm wrong, but I believe that France is the only country in Europe where you have different cities that have shows. Most of the other countries that I know, at least, have only like one city. For example, in Hungary, you have Budapest, but I never seen any shows, or maybe I'm just not aware of that. But well, Netherlands, they have Amsterdam, they have Rotterdam too, but I don't know if there's still a lot of shows out there. It's really so yeah, I'd say that France and Hungary are, at least to me, the like most I would say that active countries for dubstep in Europe, and Belgium too. There's
a couple.
Yeah, exactly.
Although we always talk about Boots House on this show, but I feel like that's where I've seen like the most dubstep shows consistently announced.
Actually, I forgot about Germany, but yeah, there's a bunch of shows in Germany as well. So yeah, there's like those 4 or 5 countries close to each other that do these shows.
Mhm.
But I feel like it's not the same for the rest of the Europe. If you go down, you have like Croatia that do some
Mhm.
shows like I cannot remember the name. It's like a festival where you have more like deep dubstep and drum and bass, like Outlook Festival. Outlook Festival,
Oh,
where you have like
Outlook.
boats and stuff. It's like
I'm
super
gonna have to
crazy.
look that up.
Wait, isn't that
Yeah.
the one that Yacht Week is also part of, where they take you to Outlook Festival, Chrissy?
I think so. Yeah, I think I saw a route. Outlook
Okay.
route.
Maybe.
UK. Because we know that
Yeah.
they just announced Drop Zone Festival, which is the big hard dance event.
I don't know about that. Hard Zone, you say?
Hardstyle, yeah. It's like a
Okay.
hardstyle festival on one of the islands in Croatia. So that's a big one.
Okay. I never heard about it, but yeah, it's cool.
Mhm. And then
Interesting.
Ultra Europe, I think, is in Croatia, right?
They have one there. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep, I know that Yacht Week takes you to Croatia for like Ultra Outlook Festival, but then also their original routes.
Okay, that's dope. Yeah, if you get the chance to go to Outlook Festival, definitely go there because it's always like all those big heads from deep dubstep and drum and bass. I mean, it looks crazy. I would love to get there someday.
Mhm. So what other, aside from the States, are there other countries that you would love to play at that are also as your dream as an artist?
I don't know if there's a lot of shows in like South America, but I would love
Ooh.
like to, if there's
Yeah.
any shows out there, I don't know, I would love to at the same time maybe visit. But other than that, I think I must done like all the countries where there's a lot of dubstep shows in the world. I mean, I've been to Australia, I've been to China,
Mhm.
I did a bunch of shows in Europe. Yeah, I've been many times to Canada,
Mhm.
but the only thing I haven't done yet is just the United States. So
Wow. So what was China like? I heard the crowds out there are crazy.
yeah, it was really cool. But the thing is that that was too fast for me. Like honestly, my trip in China was like 2 days long, or maybe 3 days long.
Oh, that's nothing.
And I played 2 shows. So I let you imagine how tired I was and how everything was too fast in my head. I didn't even like enjoy my trip really out there because I was so disconnected. But the little amount of time I spent with the people out there was just amazing. People were just so nice, and the crowd was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Holy shit, yeah. Or like at banging and mosh pitting.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's epic. Where in China did you go? What city?
I've played at I don't know if I will pronounce it well, but Guangzhou
Okay.
and Shanghai.
Oh, Guangzhou,
And
I think it was.
Guangzhou.
What do you say?
Guangzhou? I think that's
Yeah,
how you say
that's
it.
maybe
I don't know.
yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm sorry. It's like a big city, not so far away from Shanghai.
Mhm. That's
It must
cool.
be Guangzhou. I don't know, but never been there.
Really?
But I've heard the crowds out there are crazy and they love
Yeah.
dubstep.
Yeah, that was a good experience, but unfortunately way too short.
Did you do support for someone, or were they your own dates?
No, that was
or-
my own little tour.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was cool, but I was alone at the same time, so it was kind of scary, and it would have been way funnier with someone else, I guess. But I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I feel like going to an Asian country would be really hard, especially if you're alone because you can't read the language. At least for me, I would be like using that Google app where you take photos of the words and then it translates it for you.
I had a tour manager with me,
Mhm.
someone from the Chinese booking agency. So it was chilling with me and just, walking me around real quick. So that was cool. I didn't have to struggle too much with the language barrier. That was cool.
Yeah, that's much needed. I would even struggle if I went to France too. The only French words that I know are parlez-vous français?
That's a good start.
And then I answer, no, I don't speak French. So
All I know
download
is
those apps to learn language fast.
Oh yeah. Well, when I went to Paris, I went there a couple times. All I would say is Je m'appelle Yesenia. Je suis de America.
Yep.
That's it.
I mean, I guess French is not the easiest language to learn, but most of the French people speak English, at least in Paris. If you go in like sort of lost cities, you will have less chances to find your way and stuff like that. But if you just stay in Paris and big cities, you shouldn't have any problem speaking in English.
You said you're right outside of Paris, right?
Yeah.
What are the hot clubs in Paris? Because I might be going to Paris this summer, and we're going to spend a couple days there just to see what's up.
Honestly, I will be like honest with you. I've been so disconnected from what is still active or not in the nightlife in Paris, especially since COVID. I hear that a lot of nightclubs have been like shut down, and some of them have been like, how do you say that? Bought by someone else, and they changed the name and all that stuff. So I'm not really aware of what is going on in the nightlife here. But like for dubstep, if you wanna do a dubstep show in Paris, one of the clubs that do like the most shows right now is the Nexus. It's called the Nexus.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool club.
Do you like any other EDM genres besides dubstep?
Honestly, I like everything. I'm not gonna say that I listen to everything, but I don't intentionally go and listen to every sort of stuff. But there's nothing in my mind that like I'm like I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like Melbourne house.
Oh.
That's not my thing.
Not your cup of tea.
I love house music. I love like bass music. I love bass house. Oh my god, sorry.
Yes.
I have it right.
Bass
house.
Love it.
I love drum and bass. I love dubstep, obviously. I don't know what other EDM stuff.
Like techno. We love techno.
Yeah, I like techno. Yeah. My mom used to listen to a lot of techno, so I'm kind of used to these sounds as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we really want to go to the clubs in Berlin and just hit a few of those up and
like
see what it's like.
The Berghain. Is
that the one that's open for like days straight?
I'm not sure, but that's for sure one of the most famous one for like techno.
Yeah, that one would be super cool. We also really want to go to Creamfields, the festival.
Yes, in the UK.
I'm not sure. Okay. What's the music out there? What kind of music?
I think it's a lot of drum and bass.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Maybe one of my friends told about this. I don't know. Creamfield. I will check this out for sure.
Yeah, like I think they have the Chainsmokers out there at the Creamfields.
Oh yeah.
They have
the big ones.
Tiesto and like just the main, all the main stage whores would love Creamfields because of all the basic big room artists.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, switching gears here, because I'm sure everyone who's listening right now, they want to learn a little bit more about you. So instead of us rambling off about travel, we can go on for hours. We'd love to learn more about your relationship with Never Say Die, because you've been working with them for quite some time now. So how did you build that connection with them, and how has it been working with them?
I think it all started with Schism hitting me up on Twitter one day and just asking me for some music. And I believe that at that time Spaghetti was already working with he was already working with NSD, and we were kind of close. He played a bunch of shows in Paris, and we were on the same lineup, and we just had fun every time. And I believe, maybe I'm wrong, but I believe he talked about me to Schism, which then hit me up and asked me for some music, and I've then released my first single on Black Label, which was No Regrets in 2017. Then I had a few remix opportunities. The first one was for Spaghetti as well. Then I have a couple also releases, and it just started like that. Honestly, it was then natural to just work with them. And I think in 2018 I signed a contract, and exclusivity contract with the label. And yeah, I'm here. I'm here today, still working with them, still having some music in the works.
The rest is history.
Yeah, exactly. But that's how I got into NSD. That was like pretty simple explanation. And that was a very unexpected thing to happen to me as well. I never pitched my music to labels before because I was kind of afraid of, you know, the answers,
rejection,
and it just, yeah, exactly. I mean, I was not really afraid of it, but I didn't know what to expect, and I wasn't sure if my music was worth getting on labels. But then, yeah, I received that message from Schism, and boom.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of producers kind of feel that way too. Like maybe they're super good at production, but they've never gotten that reinforcement. So they're like, oh, I don't either know how to pitch my stuff to a label, or I don't know anyone at a label that I can talk to. I don't want to embarrass myself. But like, because there's no textbook way to pitch your demos, right? Sometimes they just happen. But like one of my favorite sayings that Yessie and I always say is like, every no that you get is closer to the big yes.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Totally agree. But yeah, there's a lot of, you know, chance in this, and also a lot of work. Of course, if you don't know anything about how to pitch your music to labels or how to socialize in general with people on the internet and get your name known out there, you can only pray for luck.
Yep. Or a good connection.
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear, what role do you think social media plays in like just being a successful producer nowadays?
Well, I don't know. It's a good question because first of all, I don't know what a good and a successful producer is for you exactly, but I know what you mean. I mean, I understand the question, and honestly, I think it is important today. And I'm not a very social media guy, unfortunately, and I can feel that it's not impacting my music or my art or whatever in a wrong way, but it's definitely slowing me down compared to maybe other people that are doing the same stuff but are way more active and way closer to their fans and all that stuff. So I think that it has a big role, not on your, I mean, it doesn't have like a big impact on your music directly, but more on all the other aspects that maybe people don't see directly, like bookings, mostly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Other stuff, of course, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind. And yeah, so yeah, I think it has a big impact. And even in general, you know, people are always attracted to like those big numbers, you know, when you're not like an artist, especially you're seeing someone with like big numbers, you will be maybe more curious to check this out and see why is this guy famous eventually, and you know, it's all that sort of stuff that also as an artist kind of makes you want to, you know, have more like numbers on your social media stuff. It's like a sort of vicious circle that I'm not really liking personally. But yeah, if you want to stay in the loop, you gotta be on social media and do the stuff, do the work.
Right. I know a lot of people just use Instagram to replace Google nowadays. So if you're not on Instagram, then where are you?
Yeah, that's crazy.
As much as we hate social media, I mean, this podcast wouldn't be where it is. DUBSTEP FBI wouldn't be where it is. Like just anything, even just running Welcome Records, because we're the label managers. So just not having social media, I don't even think we would really get any plays on our tracks.
Even for me, I mean, if I didn't have social media, I wouldn't be there today. I'm like complaining about it, but you need to promote my music and get more fans and stuff like that. So totally feel you.
It's a love and hate relationship. And that's how I feel about TikTok too, because where there's also some other artists that we work with personally, and we're always trying to find ways to blow up their new tracks. And we realize that TikTok really helps a lot. Like if you make a funny little skit or just like some stupid stuff and you add their song in the background, people are always commenting like, what's the ID? What's the ID? Track ID? Like if people like it, you'll get tons and tons of comments. Yeah.
I don't even know that because I'm not using TikTok at all, but that's a good thing to know. Like it just makes people like very curious, I guess.
Yep, exactly. So I guess in Europe, are things still in lockdown over there? Is there a curfew? What is that like right now?
It's getting way better right now. As I said, now we're speaking right now, at least now. We don't know what will happen in 1 week. Maybe we'll have a new variant and you should understand.
Yeah,
but,
knock on wood.
Yeah. But yeah, right now it's getting better. We don't have any restrictions other than having to be vaccinated 3 times.
Oh, 3 times. That's a requirement.
Yeah, to have your
Okay.
I don't know what you call it in English, vax passport.
The booster.
The vax passport.
It's like it's
Vax
sort
card.
of yeah, exactly. And you can't do shit if you don't have this vax card. You can't go to the bar. You can't. I think it's getting like pretty serious. You actually can't do anything without it. So it's obviously forcing people to do the vaccine and stuff. And but other than that, everything is just open now, and we don't have like restriction. I think we still have to put the masks on outside, I guess. I'm not even sure because I spend so much time in this room that I don't even know if I just put my mask on in case I have to do it. But yeah, so it's getting better, way better than a few months ago.
Yeah, I think tourism is also slowly coming back to Europe because we were in Croatia last May already, and there was no one there. Like, it was deserted. It was kind of like a ghost town. So hopefully tourism comes back.
Was it easy to get there?
I had to take 4 flights to get there from Denver. I did like Denver to Texas, Texas to the UK, UK to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to Croatia. But once we were there, crazy trip. It was like a 2-day long journey. Once we were there, I mean, it was fine. Like crossing the border into Bosnia, you just had to have your vaccine card. We were like on a boat, so we just partied the whole time, but it was pretty cool.
I think it was harder for me because, she traveled through the UK, but when I had a layover in Amsterdam, and in Amsterdam, you had to have a negative PCR test. I think it was harder to cross through that layover in Amsterdam than it was to actually get into Croatia. Because as soon as we got to Croatia, they barely even looked at like the vaccine card. Like they just wanted to see a card. Like they I don't even think the lady checked that my name matched the passport.
Okay.
Like my passport name matched the vax card. Yeah, they're just like, come on in.
Where did tourism?
No, literally. And like, even when we were in Bosnia at small little gift shops and stuff, they were like, please tell your friends to come. Like, we're open. We need you. Like, just tell everyone.
So hard for everyone.
Yeah, but Croatia was great other than that. Because normally, like when I have gone to Europe, it's packed everywhere. There's hundreds of tourists. There's hundreds of pickpocketers everywhere. And just like, it's crazy. So it was pretty nice. It was pretty deserted.
Yeah.
And didn't really have to make any reservations anywhere, which was great.
Well, we have 2 more questions for you before we move into our submitted questions. The first one, I'm curious, what was it like working with DJ Diesel and Nitty Gritty on your track?
That was crazy. I mean, just the fact that I'm doing music with these guys is like just unreal. What was the question exactly? Like, you want to know the process or more like how I feel about it?
How did you first get started on that collab? Like, how did it happen?
It was like so random, honestly. I had Nitty Gritty. I mean, I worked with Nitty Gritty on one track for my latest CP. The track called The Fall. And after we did this song, Nitty Gritty just hit me up asking me if I was like down to work with him and Shaq. I was like, is that even a question? Like,
who wouldn't want to?
What I was reading, I was like, what? And it just happened like that. Kind of like the Schism story. It was just a random thing happening in my life.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not that random because obviously I know Nitty Gritty, and this probably wouldn't have happened if we didn't make music before that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty just straightforward. And so yeah, it linked me up with Shaq, and we just met the track. Actually, we met the track in like a week or something like that. It was really, really fast.
Really fast.
It took like way more time to finalize everything, but the main ideas were like just wrote down in less than a week.
Have you met Shaq yet in person?
No.
Oh,
Ever.
There you go. He's getting around. Like, he's playing shows, he's releasing music. Like, he is pumping.
I saw that. I hope I will be able to meet him sometime in the US, maybe.
He's an absolute
That'll be crazy
monster.
because I'm a super small guy and he's a very tall guy, so it's gonna be very huge difference.
You got to get the picture for the Instagram.
Of course.
I remember when I first saw him, I was like, all right, you definitely do not want to piss him off.
Yeah.
He could easily squash you.
I will not try.
Yeah, we
That's
were
funny.
talking to Crank That before this episode, and he was saying that his goal is when he meets Shaq, he wants to give him a piggyback ride. So we're like, okay, well,
Yeah.
good luck.
Like, hold on, like Shaq on Crank
Yeah.
That, or
Yeah, and him carrying him around the festival.
I mean, Crank That is a pretty strong guy, isn't it?
Yeah,
So he's like
he's-
doing a lot of gym and stuff. So
Mhm.
maybe cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah, we were like, just keep hitting the PRs, keep squatting, and
Mhm.
yeah, you got this. All right. Well, besides, making music, are there other hobbies you have, or is music pretty much your full-time job? That's most of what you do.
Yeah, music is like my full-time job. I do like some mentoring as well. I mean, it's still music, but
Oh,
I do some mentoring. I'm also working on sample packs. Started this during the first wave of COVID, and I found something that I like doing, and it's also a great income for me, especially since I didn't play shows since a long time.
mhm.
So this and I also recently got into Blender.
Ooh.
I know you
Oh.
talked about sorry, my bad. You talked about Crank That, and is part of the motivations and why I'm doing this Blender stuff now.
Yeah.
Because I was like subscribed to his Patreon, and
Mhm.
he had those Blender tutorials.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I need to watch this and get inspired and try my own stuff. I also saw his visuals. He's making visuals, and they're like all crazy. So it kind of got me inspired to do that. So I found a new hobby and almost passion during COVID, doing like
Yeah.
visual stuff. I'm pretty beginner, I'd say, but it's just, I enjoy it a lot. But other than that, I just do music. It's
Mhm.
my only thing. Sometimes video games, but yeah.
Mhm. So if people wanted to reach out to you to get lessons, you have availability and you can.
Right
some time for
now,
that?
I'm doing less lessons because I'm working on many projects, many tracks and stuff like that. So I kind of slowed down that stuff, but I'm still doing some of them. If people want to hit me up, feel free to do it. Obviously, I can definitely answer and say I'm not available. I have an email for that. It's ivorymusicbox@gmail.com.
All right.
And so if people want to hit me up for that, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's it.
Sweet. Well, we have one submitted question. This is kind of a funny one.
Okay.
One of our street team members just wanted to know, why is your dubstep so gross?
I don't know. It's maybe the bread we have here.
The bread,
The water.
the yeast,
Maybe the water. I don't know.
the ingredients.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I like heavy stuff. I like what was the adjective used?
Why is your dubstep so gross?
Gross. What do you mean by gross? It's like dirty.
Like nasty.
Yeah. I don't
Filthy.
know. I like
filthy.
nasty, filthy dubstep is the thing I like a lot.
Uh-huh.
It works for you, so keep it up.
Thank you.
Mhm. Yep. So that was from, our street team member, Yale on the Rail. So I don't know if you ever seen his Instagram handle, but he calls himself Yale on the Rail.
On the
And yes,
rail. Yeah.
Thanks
He's
for
always-
the question.
He's always on the rail.
Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
Well, I think we should move on to our lightning round. So we're going to spit questions at you. I don't know if you've seen some of our episodes, but we're just going to throw questions at you and just answer as you go. And they can be quick answers or long answers, whatever happens.
All right, I'll do my best.
You never know
So-
what will happen in the lightning round.
You never know. It's a few questions.
I'm excited.
So let's see what we got here.
Yes.
So would you rather play at a large festival or for a small, intimate crowd?
A small intimate crowd.
Love
That's
it.
my thing.
in Europe, that would be sick. Especially Boots House, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've played Buff Room in Boot House, so I can tell that that small room is pretty dope.
Oh, the boiler
I would
room.
love to play festivals too. I'm not against playing festival, obviously.
Next question. Who are your producer best friends?
My producer best friend, Samplifier.
Hey, Sammy.
That's my guy.
Shout out Sammy.
Yeah.
All right. This one might be difficult for you, but we'll see.
Okay.
So fuck, marry, kill, Samplifier, murder, infect.
Wow. That's a tough question. What the fuck? I wasn't expecting that.
You got to kill someone. You got to fuck someone, marry someone. Who's it going to be?
I'd say I'd marry Simplifier because he's like my best friend. And, you know, when you marry someone, it means that you're going to stay with him for a long time. So I wish to have him as my friend for a long time.
So cute.
I will probably kill Murda because I love this guy, but, you know, it's just fun to say I'm going to kill him for no reason.
We'll see what his reaction is to that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see that if you're gonna do an interview or something with him. And yeah, so at fuck Infect, obviously, I don't know him a lot. I never met him. YRL, I think. So it's maybe a good time to do that. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
I'll ask him. No,
Yes.
That was a funny question.
We like to ask people that. That kind of puts people on the spot, loosen it up a little bit.
I'm pretty sure when we interviewed Samplifier, he also said he would kill Murda, which I thought was pretty funny.
Poor
Murda.
Yeah, poor Murda.
So
we love you if you hear us.
Sorry, Murda, but apparently everyone wants to kill you.
No.
But he's also, I heard he's really bad at Warzone, so can't really say much about that.
I don't know about that. I know my friends are playing with him. I will ask them and let you know.
For the record. Yeah. I have the next question. How many IDs are you sitting on?
I think I'm sitting on so many right now. Like it's I don't know how to say that exactly. I'm like it's oh my god. I never sat on so much tunes in my life. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I always been that guy who is releasing his music and is like without anything left. But because of COVID and other stuff and no shows, I wasn't, inspired to write a lot of stuff. So I start many things and I just recently finished a lot. So I'm like sitting on, I have, honestly, I have probably an album length of dubstep. I have like drum and bass EP in the works and other drum and bass tracks that are not in the EP, or maybe, I don't know. I also have other stuff, like more pop music stuff. I'm working with Dr. Rushu with him on completely different stuff, not dubstep, just pop music with French artists. So that's fun. So yeah, I'm sitting on a lot of music.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm going to throw another question in here that wasn't on the list. Do you have any upcoming releases in the next month or two?
I've got a release this Friday.
Oh,
yeah. I'm releasing my remix for Heritage and Rico Acts. It's a drum and bass remix of the track 40 Cal.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to release this one. And I have a big thing coming this month as well, which just started to be announced on social media, but not a lot. It's just like teasing here and there. But all I can say is that it's going to be Frenchy as fuck.
Frenchy as fuck.
Yeah, and that's all I can say more. I can say more. But yeah, so two things coming this month, and yeah, that's it.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's a lot. I mean, for 1 month, so we'll stay locked.
Right.
And who knows? Maybe you can submit some demos over to us for Welcome Records. We love drum and bass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drum and bass. So
I didn't know you have a label.
So we run Keizo's record label, Welcome Records.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't understand that. Okay, I didn't know that. That's
welcome.
Cool. Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah. So
that's great. Well, why not?
Yeah, we're we're already looking for tracks for the little comp of horrors that he puts out every October. So we're always looking for something unique that's pushing boundaries. And like I said, we love drum and bass. So if you have anything that you think would be a good fit for the comp or just anything in general, send them over.
Let's keep in touch, and I can definitely send you some stuff I'm sitting on and see if you like it or not.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Down. There's some stuff I didn't plan on doing anything with right now, so that's cool.
Definitely. All right. Next one. Would you prefer airplane travel or train?
Train. 100%. I'm like I'm not feeling really well in planes. I'm like very anxious, say, and train is more like cool.
It's way more efficient in Europe, especially.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like taking planes is like, flying is very fast in Europe. Like Paris to Amsterdam is not even 1 hour. You don't even go in the cruising altitude or whatever it's called. You just do that and then do that directly. It's very fun.
Up, down.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if that's faster or not than train.
Yeah. Last time I took a train in America, it broke down in the mountains. I was going from Denver to Winter Park to ski. And then on the way back, the train broke down and we were stuck in this train in the middle of the mountains for hours. It was terrible.
Oh damn. Well, I was actually this weekend, I was thinking of going to Winter Park by the train. So good to know. I'm not doing
careful.
Avoid it.
I got the next question for you. We only have 2 more left. What artists do you think are killing the game right now? Who do you think is like the hottest upcomer? Who do you recommend we listen to?
Good question. Divide. Do you know Divide? Divide. I don't know if I'm pronouncing
Deviate, I think.
DVEIGHT.
Oh.
I can send you
the Disciple comp.
I think he did an EP on Disciple and he did a remix for Infect, and it just released a showcase which like blew my mind. Literally, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh wow!
It is like crazy.
We're gonna have to check that showcase out because I've briefly seen him, but I've never checked out any of his stuff. So,
wow!
And something I really enjoy lately is Bass Tripper. I can give you a link in the Zoom chat real quick, so you can check it out. This track in particular is like my favorite right now. It's like drum and bass.
Oh,
more like jump up, or I don't know what it is exactly, but very simple track, and you'll see. It's Bad Tripper the Woe. I don't know how to pronounce that. Bad Tripper the Woe.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's from Belgium. That's awesome.
Cool.
Is that Rampage?
Belgium is so hot.
His header. Yeah, his photo. It's his header. I think that's Rampage. That's
sick.
It is.
Oh.
Well, now I have music to get me through the rest of the day at work because we're on lunch break right now. So.
Oh, okay.
Literally. Awesome. Well, last question for you. If you could play any festival in the world, anywhere, which one would you play and why?
Well, right now, because of the trajectory of my career, I'd say I will aim for Lost Lands because that's where all the homies are, and that's where probably my fan base will be as well, or at least most of it. But I don't know, festival I would love to play at. EDC maybe. It's like looking so crazy.
Playing at the bass pod, that would be so sick.
Yeah, it's also it looks like there's so much homies out there as well. It's like a bigger festival than Lost Lands, but you have like a sort of mini Lost Lands in there. There's a lot of dubstep stuff. Yeah, it's so fun.
No, literally. Well, even I feel like Tomorrowland would also be sick because
they just dropped the lineup today.
Yes, Wooly was on it. That's crazy.
Yeah, Wooly, Mudstep, Virtual Riots.
Keizo's on it
as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Keizo, cool.
There's also this other artist that
Will you be
just
there?
dropped. Well,
we want to, but I don't know if we'll be able to make it happen. I think I'll be out there in July, but I don't know if I'll be at Tomorrowland.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to go, but I don't really have a reason to go out there for work or anything other than just to party.
Yeah, I see.
But like if somehow we got a work assignment out there or like some sort of marketing job, then sweet. Yeah, we'll definitely go. But right now, yeah, no, we have other trips planned that like we can kind of mix work with pleasure.
Yeah.
But Tomorrowland, it would be just for pleasure as of now.
Okay. That's good to think like that.
Yeah.
You know.
So if we can go for work and do some tax write-offs, you know, and like, because, you know, here in the US, they track every single thing. And it's just, it's tax season right now. So yeah. Anyways, we don't have to get into that. But that concludes our lightning round and pretty much the end of the interview. So do you have any final words that you'd like to say to anyone who's tuning in right now?
Well, thanks for watching if you're watching this. And also thanks to you for having me. That was fun.
Yeah.
Especially those weird questions at the end.
That's our favorite part.
Yeah, that was fun. I think that's the first interview I'm doing, like the first video interview, at least in English.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Well,
I didn't know what will happen. So,
right.
Yeah.
You never know. You just get an invitation to be featured as a guest and you say yes, and then anything could happen.
That's it.
Yeah, well, we just like to keep this casual and we want our listeners to feel like they're part of the conversation. And so, yeah, I hope you had fun. We had fun as well.
I had fun.
Yeah, well, thanks again thanks for joining. And thanks to everyone who is tuning in and listening. And if there's any other artists you want to see on the pod, drop them in the comments below. Be sure to follow Ivory on all social media platforms. Go stream his music. And then we're going to go stream, who is it? The bass guy? Bass Tripper.
Bass Tripper.
Bass Tripper.